with Stewart Wallis from the New Economics Foundation. Stewart, what brings you to Philanthropy House today?
I've come to talk to a group of environmental funders from across Europe that are part of the European Environmental Funders Network. And the reason they asked me to come to talk was they wanted to talk about how the economy could be changed so that it was both sustainable and created enough jobs for everybody.
What are some of the key issues that have come up in your discussions today?
Principally that we've looked at how change has happened in both the big changes in the 20th century to economic systems, and in all cases it required a compelling news story about the economy we want, and it required a creation of a movement for change. So just telling people that climate change is going to fry and burn them and destroy the planet isn't enough. We've got to actually create a compelling positive news story about how we want to live, and we've got to create the pressure on politicians for that change.
What would you suggest that a broad coalition of partners could do to address some of these points?
They need to focus less on individual bits of policy and much more on creating a network and a movement of people who are going to work together, from business, from civil society, from faith groups, from local economic practitioners, from research people. Because basically at the minute what's happening is everybody is playing their own instruments, as they need to do if you take an orchestra analogy, but to different scores in different orchestras. And so instead of a clear, beautiful sound being heard, what you hear is a discordant noise. We've got to start creating a beautiful sound that everybody hears and takes notice of. So it needs investment in the creation of a network and the creation of a compelling positive story about how we want to live. And we have to do that with many different people. It's not enough just my organisation doing it. So we have to create a movement for a new economy. That's what funders need to invest in. And it will take time, but it's so important. So we don't want what happened in 2009 with the financial crash, that Occupy and others are set up, but there's no alternative really on the table. We need a new story to be ready, and we need a new power base to be created. That way, funders invest in that, we will get the systemic change we need.
Stewart, thank you for being in dialogue with the EFC.
Pleasure, really nice.